Here is a video pitch logline for The Great Tragedy, written by Lisa Dunbar. Type: feature film. Genre: family, drama. Logline: a couple of young boys end up in an orphanage. The owner of the orphanage beats them until they are unconscious. One of the young boys manages to get away from his abuser to call for help. The police comes and they do an investigation. Synopsis: Darren Greenlay and Brutus Amos cross each other's paths. Darren ends up losing his mother. Darren's father picks up drinking and starts to have nightmares. Brutus bullies Darren. Then, at a parent-teacher conference, Brutus gets to go and stay with Darren and Darren's father. Darren's father's nightmares start to increase. Darren and Brutus come home from school one evening and saw Darren's father hanging from the beam that showed in the living room of the house. Darren and Brutus end up living with Darren's grandparents. Darren's grandfather ends up beating on Darren and Brutus. Darren's grandparents didn't want Darren and Brutus. So Darren's grandparents did the next best thing. They dropped Darren and Brutus off at the orphanage. The owner of the orphanage ends up beating on Darren and Brutus, but Darren gets beaten on more than Brutus. Brutus sneaks into the office and calls for help before things got worse. In the end, Darren and Brutus thinks that nobody wants to adopt the two of them, but police officer and his wife end up adopting the two boys as their own.